video on being in a relationship with someone who's transitioning. I'm in a relationship with Chella, and Chella is in the process of transitioning to appear more masculine and is GNC, gender non-conforming.
Almost a little over 1 month on T, by the way.
I split this video up into 3 different parts: dysphoria, support, and sex. So I'm going to talk about those 3 different parts in my experience. So number 1, dysphoria. What is dysphoria? The definition of dysphoria. Dysphoria is when someone feels uncomfortable or doesn't connect with their body mentally. And I feel like that's the best way to put it in short.
Yeah, it sucks.
When in a relationship with someone, I feel like you should have an open and clear conversation with them about what can and will make them dysphoric.
Communication is key.
Communication is
Key.
key. So having many conversations about just being straightforward.
But not being straight.
Oh my,
You've come up to me before and you've just been like, I just want to make sure like you're comfortable with me doing this or that or this and that. So
like when we're walking, we like put our arms around each other, and one day I just asked, I was like, does me putting my hand around your waist like make you feel dysphoric? And Chella was like, you know what? Yeah, it does. And I was like, okay, I won't do it anymore and I'll avoid doing that.
And to be honest, I don't think I even realized it did until you brought it up. So that was, I'm kind of surprised actually that you noticed it. I didn't even notice it.
As the other person, like in the relationship, I feel like you can feel things from them, that they're like the energy that they're putting off, and you can feel like if something you're doing is making them feel uncomfortable, and just asking and being like, hey, does this make you feel uncomfortable? Because if so, I'll stop doing it and I'll avoid it, because that's not something I want to do. So having a clear, simple conversation about dysphoria.
And not coming off aggressive.
Yeah.
Being very approachable as well is very important.
Yeah.
If they like are uncomfortable talking about it, just let it go.
Yeah. And being understanding throughout it all. Just being patient, understanding. Which is perfect going into number 2, support. You definitely have to be patient and understanding. Before, I feel like every relationship should already have a lot of support and respect in it, but especially during the transition period, it probably will get amped up a lot because there's a lot of support that needs to be given into the relationship.
Also, when you say during the transition period can last your whole life. So it's usually like the very beginning, or even like the first 2 years. Everything is so new, and like my body's hormones are changing, my emotions are changing. So like maybe understanding that right now is really important. I infer that by year 3, I'd hope you just know how to navigate it without even like really thinking much.
There's like a ton of things that you can do to support them, obviously. You're just like a couple. Their name, I mean, if they've changed their name, or if they would like you to refer to them as a different name or their preferred name, obviously do that. And name and pronouns are kind of hard things to, if you've been using something for a while and then having to all of a sudden switch it, it may be hard, but like I said before, you got to be patient and understanding both parts. And because you're trying to work together as a team. Also, how you address them and how you introduce them to people. Asking them, like, how would you like me to introduce you to my friends or to my family or to strangers that we meet? If they can't give you an answer, then that's fine too. Being patient. Important.
And there's a lot of different ways to address people. There's girlfriend, boyfriend, but those are in the binary, so I know a lot of GNC people use partner. There is spouse, but I feel like that is for marriage. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, make up your own word for all you want.
Yeah, and if they can't give you an answer or don't want any of those things, just using their name.
MaryV asked me, how do you want me to refer to you in this video? And I just said, just say Chella. And she's like, okay, and that was it.
Yeah.
It can be as simple as that.
Yeah. Also, asking them if they'd like you to come to doctor appointments with them, or doing their hormones with them. I mean, not with them, but being with them. Chella is like so excited to do it every single Thursday. So sometimes we'll like be up at like 2 in the morning and technically it's Thursday.
Yeah, I feel like that's how every person transitioning is in the beginning. You just, once it's your T day or estrogen day, it is that day.
Chella does it like in our like living room area and just like sets up everything, and I just sit with Chella like why they do it. It's as simple as that. If they feel comfortable with you being there while you're doing it.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Sometimes when I have my binder on, I just really want to keep it on no matter what the weather is. It could be super hot and like my chest could be hurting, or let's say like we had to rush somewhere and I'm like breathing heavily, but I can't really breathe because the binder is just binding my chest down so hard. And occasionally or usually if MaryV sees that I'm like very clearly in pain, she suggests to take a break from it, and she helps me find a bathroom. That means a lot to me because sometimes your dysphoria can cloud what is right for you. Her reminding me to think about my own health, my own physical health, is really important, and it helps make sure that I don't bind to the extent where it would hurt my body. So I'm thankful for that.
Last thing in support, and this is something that will be a challenge forever because that's just like how it is and it sucks, but the bathrooms. But I think the best thing that you can do is just being like, if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to go, and I will do anything and everything that I can do to either find you a gender neutral bathroom or like accompany you to the bathroom.
And I mean, like, you don't even like, obviously the person in transition can do that themselves, but like it's just nice to hear that you have someone to support. And like I can always navigate finding a bathroom or figuring out how to go to the bathroom, but like for her to tell me that, it's just like, it just reminds me like how much I am supported in that moment where I probably need it more than usual.
Okay, and the last thing is sex. Within sex, I feel like dysphoria comes in with that, and I mean, while having sex, your partner could feel dysphoric, and
because there's usually not many articles of clothing on, and your body becomes very prominent during sex. Dysphoria usually.
Before having sex with someone who is transitioning, there's a spider.
Yeah, I know, I saw it. I didn't tell you though, because I thought I'd freak you out.
Let's see it. Okay.
Small.
Before having sex with someone who's transitioning, having a conversation about what could make them dysphoric during sex, or what makes them uncomfortable with their body, and you and them navigating that together.
Yeah, there are certain areas to just go around, but also, who knows, it's different for everyone. Mm-hmm. So it's a conversation you just kind of have to have if you want to have a healthy, good
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Support and love who you're in a relationship with, of course. I love you, Chella.
I love you.